The voice of the Army. In this war, no one has reached deeper into the hearts of our fighting men than the Army nurse. No matter how fierce the action, no matter where they go, our men have faith in the realization that should they be wounded, should they be sick, there is always someone to watch over them.
I was in France. I was in action 53 days, straight. I don't know what happened, but I broke up all at once. I woke up in a hospital. Thought I was through. But there was someone there to watch over me. An Army nurse to watch over
me. This patient interested me more than any other. Sergeant Sam Wallace, infantry. Upon admission, he didn't speak a word. He stared into space constantly, never moved, never looked at you when you talked to him. All the personnel in the ward tried to get him to talk. It was no use. However, one day, as I started away from his bed...
Nurse.
I turned around quickly and ran back to him, my heart beating sledgehammer fast. Sam, you can talk. Within a few minutes, he began to speak in syllables. He spoke haltingly and reminded me of someone awakening from a bad dream. I thought he was well on his way to recovery. But that night, when I brought him his dinner...
Hello, nurse.
Hello, Sam. Hamburgers. Come on, sit up. Sit up, Sam.
I can't, nurse.
Hmm?
Don't you know, nurse, I can't move. I'm paralyzed.
That one hit me right between the eyes. I put the tray down and went right to see Major Carlton.
Now, take it easy, Simmons. That boy is no more paralyzed than you are. It's entirely functional with him. He's only paralyzed because he thinks he is. He thinks he can't move. Therefore, he can't. He'll continue that way until the reason for it is removed.
But what could the reason be, Major?
Almost anything, Simmons. But I'm counting on you to find it out. Medication won't help much from here on in. From here on in, it's up to you.
Sam Wallace was convinced he would never be able to get out of bed again. It was impossible to encourage him. He decided, though, that I resembled his girlfriend, and in this way I was able to get him to talk about himself, about home, about what he had done in the war. One day, shortly after one of our conversations, I decided to try a long shot. I made arrangements with a lieutenant friend of mine, and after praying real hard that it would work, I went to Sam's bedside.
You back again, nurse? You're going to spoil me.
Sam, you didn't hesitate on a single syllable. You're talking perfectly again.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm talking all right again.
Well, what I came back for was to ask you if you'd only... What?
Listen.
What is it, Sam?
A plane. Don't you hear it? That's a plane. Duck, everybody! It's a plane! Duck! Nurse, get out of here! Watch out, they'll get us! They'll get us! They'll get us! The dirty Jerry's, the dirty rotten Jerry's, they'll get us.
It's gone, Sam.
Yeah.
Get back in bed, Sam. You'll catch cold.
All right, nurse. What?
You're standing up, Sam.
I'm not paralyzed. I can move?
Yes, Sam. I can move. I'm not paralyzed. I can move. My guess had been right. The reason for his collapse had been the constant pounding of airplanes from overhead during his long stretch in the field. I figured hearing a plane again might be the thing to snap him out of it. So I arranged to have my lieutenant's friend fly over the hospital. Sam became the best patient in the ward. His recovery was rapid. Soon after, he was sent home. I got a letter from him just yesterday. He's getting married.
I got mine in Italy. They put me in a hospital. I didn't care much whether I lived or died. But that army nurse did. Yeah, that army nurse sure did.
Johnny Rawls was the toughest patient I ever had. He'd been a professional prize fighter before the war, and in an action near Caserta, he'd had his left leg blown off and some shrapnel embedded in his right. He was returned to England by convoy, but by the time he was admitted to our hospital, he'd developed complications. His entire right leg was in a cast, and his back was covered with bed sores. I learned that he'd been a bitter, uncooperative patient, and that he'd refused to be turned over because moving was so painful. He had no regard for the ability of either the doctors or the nurses, and he didn't hesitate to say so. And he'd aroused the disgust of all the other patients around him. The sites of his injuries had become infected and caused deep-seated sinuses. His temperature elevated, and his general condition was very poor. This was the way he was when I was assigned to him. And I decided at once that the only way to handle that fellow was to be just as tough as he was. If he wasn't willing to allow himself to get better, I was going to do it for him. So as soon as he was admitted, I took along two of the biggest corpsmen in the hospital, and we went to see Johnny Rawls.
Another angel of mercy.
All right, boys, turn him over.
Hey, now, wait a minute.
Turn him over, boys.
No, not so fast, sister, not so fast.
You heard what the nurse said, soldier. Over you go.
Hey, listen, no!
Johnny's cast was removed. The sinuses were opened. Sulfur packs and a new cast were applied. Whole blood or blood plasma was given every other day, despite vigorous protest. Johnny was no longer the boss, playing on sympathy. And every morning he was turned over on his stomach, like it or not. And he was kept in this position until evening. His sores were cleaned and exposed to a light. Dressings were applied at bedtime, and then he was turned back on his back. The pressure sores improved, the temperature went down, and Johnny became a human being.
Hello, nurse.
What do you want, Johnny?
No kidding, you really are a terror.
If you just called me in to tell me...
All right. This isn't easy for me, see? I just called you in because because I...
Yes?
Because I want to apologize.
So?
What you didn't understand about this whole thing is that...
That you were a prize fighter before the war. That you were a pretty clever boy with the fist. And how are you ever going back to face the cruel, cruel world?
Say, how did you...
I saw you fight.
Huh?
Mm-hmm. In Jersey. I used to go to the fights pretty often.
And you saw me? No kidding?
No kidding.
Hey, I was pretty good, huh?
You were knocked cold by Eddie Briscoe.
Oh. You must have seen me the one time...
I saw you twice. Kid Evans flattened you in the third.
Yeah.
Johnny, how long have you been in the Army?
A lifetime.
No, come on. How long?
4 years.
4 years. Well, that makes you 33 years old.
Say, what is this? You thinking of sending me a birthday present?
Johnny, what I'm trying to arrive at is... How many fighters are good for the ring after their 33rd birthday?
Huh?
How many, Johnny?
Oh, I think I see what you mean, nurse. You mean that even if I hadn't lost my leg, I still wouldn't have been able to go back to fighting, huh?
That's exactly what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, I never thought about it in just that way. Let me think about it that way for a while, huh? Will you, nurse?
Sure, Johnny. And while you're thinking, remember that there's plenty of room for trainers in the fight game. Plenty of room. Johnny Rolfe was a perfect patient during the next few weeks. His improvement was remarkable, and the captain even thought he might be ready to be returned home very shortly. It was just about that time that he came to see me, and he said...
Nurse, I just wanted to let you know.
Yes, Johnny?
I just got a letter back from my old gym in Jersey, where I used to scrap. They want me, nurse. They want me back as a trainer.
Oh, Johnny, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, ain't it? And, nurse.
Yes?
I just wanted to say, nurse, you're okay.
I wasn't wounded or anything, nothing like that, but I was with the wounded plenty all the same. I was corpsman in the surgical ward in a hospital in Sicily. Yeah, I was assistant to a nurse. The hundreds of men she watched over won't ever forget her. I'll never forget her either. The best times I ever had were when we used to take a break now and then and have coffee in the supply tent. We'd sip the coffee and listen to popular dance records on the phonograph. Now, they were happy moments. But they had to end, too. Another record?
I think we'd better get on back.
All right.
This is my last day here, you know.
Your last day?
Mm-hmm. They're getting ready for something special. They're taking nurses along for the ride.
Oh, I'll miss you.
I'll miss you, too.
And the guys will miss you.
I'll miss them, too.
Your last day?
We'll all bump into each other again, somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess we'd better get on back.
Yeah. You didn't say what this something special was.
Oh, well, it's supposed to be a secret, but I guess it's all right to tell you. We're going to make a new landing up the coast at a place called Anzio.
I'll never forget her. I was in love with that nurse. She was killed at Anzio.
In this war, no one has reached deeper into the hearts of our fighting men than the Army nurse. No matter how fierce the action, no matter where they go, our men have faith in the realization that should they be wounded, should they be sick, there is always someone to watch over them. Our fighting men will never forget the Army nurse. Let us never forget her either. This closes another program in the series, The Voice of the Army.